Today's video addresses something many of you have asked for, whether it is in the comments or Twitch chat or in DMs. It is a question that keeps coming up. It's always, how do I learn how to blah blah blah, how to flip reset or how to air dribble? And I completely get it. Learning the more advanced mechanics in the game and having the option to be a little bit more flashy in-game is always more fun. So of course I understand why you want to learn. Now normally I just direct people to my 100-hour series where I show how I learned my mechanics and how I work my way up, but the response I normally get is, yeah, I watch the tutorials but I just don't get it. So today I'm going to be going over the way I learn anything in this game. By the end of it, you should have a pretty straightforward routine that you can apply to any mechanic and have it figured out fairly quickly. Some of you it may take a few hours, some a little longer, but very quickly I did want to address something. While a lot of my videos talk about freestyle mechanics and everything, please understand that I am not a freestyler. I am just a content creator who likes to go for shots that some might see are a little harder. I'm also not Hankovic. I know we have similar names, but it is purely coincidental. That dude, he can freestyle. That being said, here is how I learned my mechanics. But really quickly, just wanted to say that this is the last weekend that the limited edition Cherry Blossom hoodie is currently available over on the Thanovic.com website. Everything else will still be there full time, but the cream hoodie is leaving pretty soon. The link to that will be in the description. Anyway, I take a kind of approach that's like kind of textbook-ish, you know? Like I go about learning things the same way I would in school. The 4 steps being research, understand, attempt, and review. That is the 4-step method I have used to learn literally everything I have so far. The first thing you have to do is know what you want to go for, obviously. So in today's example, I'm going to be using flip resets. So, knowing what I want to learn, I research. You first have to look into the mechanic to know more about it, how it works, why it works, and so and so. To do that, I'm going to be quoting an article from dignitas.gg. A flip reset is where you place all 4 of your wheels on a surface while in flight to regain your flip. As you know, your car has 2 jumps, one being the normal jump, and the second being a potential flip as you aim your analog stick in the direction of your choice. Once using these 2 jumps, you cannot jump again until landing on all 4 wheels. This is the whole premise behind a flip reset. I now go, oh, okay, so the goal of a flip reset is to first have all 4 wheels touch the ball while in flight, so I can then gain a flip to use at any time and potentially score with. Now we're looking at step 2, the understanding. With step 2, understanding a mechanic in Rocket League is a lot easier than any other game, and that's just because this game never changes. As in, there are no map changes that will affect anything, there will be no nerfs or buffs, the core mechanics, the core gameplay kind of stays how it is. What you see now is what you will probably see a year down the track. So it is very easy to go look up some freestylers or some clip headers and just watch what they do. You can go through some of my highlight videos and you'll see a bunch of flip resets. It's what I've always done with every mechanic. I watch a load of montages or a load of clips of people hitting flip resets or whatever I'm learning, and you just watch every little aspect of the mechanic. You look at where they are starting the mechanic from, how far up the wall they are jumping from, how fast they are going, are they boosting when they leave the wall, are they boosting when they make contact, which way are they rotating their car, are they rotating the car at the beginning or towards the end. In order to understand the mechanic, you need to look at each individual aspect of the mechanic, not just the moment the 4 wheels connect with the ball. So I'll watch clips and I will slow them down until I feel like I've got a good look at each little part of the motion. Now for resets, I'm looking from the moment the player is moving towards the wall to the moment the goal is scored. Everything in between is something you want to break down and isolate to learn more about. Then from here, we get to the part you all probably skip to. Step 3 is the attempt. Now it must be said that just knowing how to do things doesn't mean you can do them. I mean, this is why pro teams have coaches. The pro players may be the best players in the world, but they still need a coach to help them along the way. And on the other side of that, the coach might not be one of the best players in the world, but they still have the insight to know what should be done and how it should be played. So please keep that in mind. Just because you know how to doesn't mean you should automatically be able to do so. It is okay to make mistakes, do not be hard on yourself. Now when attempting, I always tell people to break down everything 1 step at a time. So knowing what you know about the setup, first work on that. The speed, how you approach the wall, knowing which angle to go from and knowing when to make contact with the ball on the wall. Then break down the next part, the next aspect of the mechanic, which in this case is going up and actually getting the reset. Looking at how you turn your car, how you move into position, your boost management, everything. Then finally, work on the last part, which is scoring. Doing this, breaking down everything step by step instead of just diving in head first and trying it all out is the easiest way to see where the mistakes are being made and how you can fix the small problems that you may be having. Now the last part is to review. And this is simple, but maybe the best part of the whole process. Once you find one of the flaws or the little mistakes, you then watch that one aspect of someone else's play. If you can't get the actual connection part down, bring up someone's flip reset clip and watch that part over and over. Are they boosting more or less than you? Are you making the connection too late? Are you facing the right way for all four wheels to connect at the same time? There are countless questions to go over, but they can all be answered by a simple compare and review. Learning new mechanics and improving your gameplay is one of the most fun aspects of Rocket League. Upping your level of play, and in some cases your level of flashiness, can be what drives people forward. Even myself, I've pretty much spent an entire year just messing around in casual, having fun and just trying to get better car control, not really caring about anything else. Learning and improving is the main factor of Rocket League, and so by using this step-by-step method, you can pretty much watch and learn whatever mechanic you want to learn. Break things down bit by bit and give yourself a much easier time learning how to improve in this game that we all know and love. Or you can watch a tutorial. Those help too.